Hey YouTube. Okay, so it's been a minute. I'm trying to upload a video. Who knew that it took so long to upload a video from a computer? I had been doing it from my phone, so it was always fairly quick. And it's taken like forever to upload a video, but that's neither here nor there. I wanted to get on here to talk about like mental illness. Obviously, my channel has other things going on with it right now that I'm trying to work on, but I'm still gonna talk about mental illness and schizo-affective disorder and all that. So the breakdown of my schizo-affective disorder is that I have some schizophrenic characteristics, and then I'm bipolar. So it's like those two combined. And I went through a point in my life where I was just really, really depressed. I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. But it just switched. And that's usually how it works. One week I'm depressed. One week I'm mad. One week I'm happy. And it's been balancing out because I haven't allowed myself to fall into that. And so I want to talk about some of the things you can do to pull yourself out of depression if you're feeling like that and you're sick of it. I think a lot of the time, sorry, I can't talk today. A lot of the time when people are depressed or going through some things, sometimes you want to feel it. And you allow yourself to sink into that. You allow yourself to cry. And it can be healthy to allow yourself to cry, to allow yourself to get angry or to get sad sometimes. But the thing about it is you can't allow yourself to stay there. And it's very difficult to pull yourself out of that if you have a mental illness such as depression, bipolar, or what have you. Because with that, it gets hard to separate reality from what you're thinking in your head is going on. And so, like, with me, I can't speak for everybody else. I can only speak for myself. What I've started to do is I've started to do things that I care about, that matter to me. Because in this world, it's a lot of stuff going on. You deal with a lot of different personalities and different people. And depending on what your experience has been determines how bad your condition can be. So it depends on what kind of support system you have. With that being said, my parents, they are very supportive, and my dad has my same, well, he doesn't have schizoaffective, but he has schizophrenia. And there was one point where he was really bad, and then he just decided, I'm not going to let this own me, and I'm probably going to always have this, but I'm going to do the best I can to not let it take over my life. And that's what you have to decide. I'm subscribed to Destiny Someone, and she's an amazing girl. She's very sweet. And she goes through a lot. And when she gets on her channel and she talks, her intent is good. And she wants to help and just show people the things that are going on and let people know that they're not alone. And that's good. That you're showing people that they're not alone. But also you should show them we have up days too. It's not always bad. Some days we're bad, and when it's bad, it's really bad, but when it's good, you know? And so what I've done is, as I said, I focus on things that mean a lot to me. And so for right now, those things are, obviously I made a New Year's resolution, so I'm trying to focus on those things. And right now those things are music. Well, no, scratch that. God first, then music, my bills, and just working on me as a person. not so much falling in love or being in a love relationship, but being love myself and showing love in everything I do, whether it be sitting on the computer just looking at YouTube videos, or be it writing a song or what have you, or just talking to somebody and working on my anger. So what I've been doing is trying not to get attached, and learning in my head that everything has a season and everything happens for a reason, and knowing that God has a greater purpose and there's a reason for everything. And that helps a lot. It really does. Because if you're so spiritually inclined and you have a strong relationship with God, nothing here physically can ever really hurt you. You could get beat up, end up in the hospital, you could go to jail, whatever. But if you have God in your life, everything will work itself out. You are going to be okay. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in 2 months, but eventually, you know, God's going to pull you out of this, because nothing lasts forever. You know, pain doesn't last forever, just like relationships don't last forever, just like people don't live forever. Things change every day. And so you can't think that this is how my life is going to be. And you have to remember that you matter. A lot of people who are depressed feel like no one cares about me anyway. They'll be better off if I was dead. And it's not about them. Life is not about other people and how they have made you feel. It's about you, because from this time to this time, which I'm not saying what time to what time because it's just a figure of speech, but from this time to this time, there's a certain amount of time that, yes, okay, people can dictate who you have become. But after a certain amount of time, they're no longer responsible for how you choose to live your life. So if you choose to let what people have said to you in the past or done to you in the past or whatever, and let it affect your future and who you are as a person, then you got to think, whose fault is that really? You can't blame other people after so long. So if that's the cause of it, then you should probably rethink that. But just because you feel like you don't matter to whomever doesn't mean that you don't matter here to yourself. And you have to remember that every single person has a purpose that they're supposed to serve here on earth. And everybody has something that they can give to the world. Whether or not you choose to give it, that's different. But God has given everybody some kind of special gift. Whether it be talking to people or, I don't know, modeling, acting, singing, whatever. If you have a great personality, you can get on YouTube and talk to people or minister, whatever. But God has given everybody a gift, and it's up to you to use it. And you must know that there's a plan for your life if you choose the right path and you do what you're supposed to do. Every time you get close to happiness or you get close to it, there's always going to be something that's going to be a distraction or that's going to knock you off course. And that's not because you're not meant to succeed, you're just always going to fail at everything you do. It's because nothing worth having isn't worth fighting for. Did I say that right? Okay, yeah, nothing worth having isn't worth fighting for. If it comes to you easily and it's just given to you, you're not going to appreciate it. So those things happen solely to make you a stronger person. On top of that, a lot of people feel like they're a product of circumstance. And at some point, you are. But after you pass a certain age and a certain part in your life, that's nobody else's fault but your own. And so you have to own up to that. Depression, schizophrenia, any kind of mental illness really is very serious, and it's not an easy thing to deal with. But we as people having this mental illness, whatever mental illness you have to do steps to get better if you want to get better. If you don't, if you're happy being in your mental illness, I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I can't imagine somebody for real having a mental illness being content with it. Because I'm not content with it. It bugs me every day. And you see symptoms and stuff of it every day. But as long as you're working towards it and you're trying to better yourself and get out of that situation, things will work out. And so that's all I want to get on here and say, really. I just don't like to see people complacent because that's where I was however many months ago. And I wish somebody had come and talked to me about it. So I'll be doing more videos. I'll probably do a couple more videos tonight. Maybe I won't record videos, but I've already had pre-recorded videos that I just haven't put up yet. So stay tuned. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and like my videos. Bye.